Do you want to tell me a little bit about what you want to talk about while I put this through?
Sure. You interested in art at all?
Yeah, I guess.
Do you ever go look?
Yeah, I have a little bit.
Yeah.
Not a great deal, but, you know.
Right.
I mean, I had art classes in school.
Oh, yeah?
So, you know, I actually took a drafting course, which isn't really art, but, you know. Well, it isn't, it isn't. I mean, it's kind of technical. Took that and, you know, just regular stuff. Kind of stuff that I do that I guess I've got a knack for. More so than like painting or sketching or something like that, but I like doing stuff like silk flower stuff and
oh yeah?
Yeah, kind of like cross stuff like that. I've got an eye for putting stuff together like that, where I can just, you know, pick out stuff that I know will complement, and then I just have it on there and I put it together, and it turns out real good. You know, that, I guess, I don't know if you consider photography art, but I like doing that.
Yeah.
You know. Is that why you called me today?
Yeah.
Is that why you called me today to talk about art?
Of course.
Okay. Well, what kind of art do you do?
I do mostly conceptually based sculpture.
Okay. So you kind of just use whatever, or?
Yeah.
Or what?
Yeah. Well, basically, you know, I usually start with an idea, and then the materials kind of follow that.
So it's not like you look at a piece of wood and carve it necessarily.
Yeah.
You've got an idea, and then you decide what to use.
Yeah.
So what else about art would you like to talk about?
Did you go look at art?
I haven't in a while.
Yeah.
You know, but I've been to places where they, you know, one time when I was visiting, I don't know if you consider this, but one time when I was visiting Cynthia in Wisconsin, there's this place near Madison, Baraboo. Mm-hmm. It's a place called the House on the Rock. Well, it's kind of cool. They got like the biggest collection of calliopes. But it's this whole big place, and you really need to get there right away when they first open, so that you can actually walk through the whole place. Mm-hmm. But they've got like collections of different things. I mean, I guess I don't know. I don't know if it's like art in the classic sense, like going to a museum and looking at sculptures and paintings and stuff, because a lot of the stuff is kind of like oddities. Right. You know, because it's not things you might think of as art, but when they group them together in the collections that they put together, it's really kind of cool. You know, like I've been to like museums where you go and you look at the paintings and stuff, and sometimes they just feel kind of dumb. You know?
The paintings feel dumb? Like you feel dumb?
Well, I feel dumb because it's like, well, I figure I should be, you know, like, you hear people commenting of, oh, you know, I don't know, random things like, you know, well, you see the brushstroke, and this is a classic style of X, Y, and Z, and, you know, I mean, it's kind of like, well, I mean, I know art's subjective and everything, but, you know, like, say, take, what's his name, Pollock or whatever? Mm-hmm. It tends to look like a bunch of paint splatters. Mm-hmm. You know, it's cool because of the colors, you know, and sometimes, you know, you can sit there and say, well, you know, that's cool, I like the colors. You know, and I don't know if it's just because of the way my brain's wired, but then, you know, I don't know, I don't know, I just feel like I'm dumb.
I mean, if anything, I think Jackson Pollock would rather listen to you talk about the colors than somebody talking about some intellectual approach to it.
I don't know. I mean, you know, so I haven't gone to a lot of, you know, like art displays like that. You know, especially things that aren't like, how could you say it? that are depicting something. I mean, they maybe pick something to the artist, but it's like you look at it and it just looks like a bunch of smears.
Something abstract.
Yeah. And it's like, and sometimes the abstract stuff is cool because of the colors in it, and it, you know, the way it captures your eyes, or, you know, it can light up a room or something, but a lot of times it just looks to me like a bunch of paint smears, and it's like, okay, well, I wanted a bunch of paint smears on my wall, I just do it.